for joining me on my masterclass. Now, today we're talking about how to read best-selling books for free. Now, that's how to read best-selling books for free. Now, a number of you have sent me emails and asking me, Pastor Reno, how come you're so informed? Now, the reason why is because I'm a voracious reader. Growing up, like as an only child, my probably just some of my best companions were books. And I started reading at a very early age. And then it just became a lifelong habit. And here's the thing, it is essential for you to read if you want to rise above your current level. It's not going to be possible for you to rise above your current level if you don't read. It's very, very important because here's the thing, when you go to the gym, you see that your muscles get bigger and then you are able to lift a lot of things that you could not lift before because you're stronger. Now, the gym of the mind is reading. And so when you begin to read a lot, what happens is that your brain becomes bigger, your brain becomes energized, and you're able to lift problems, you're able to lift poverty that you could not lift before. It's just the same thing. So reading is very, very important. And so I want to give you some sites where you can read books for free. I mean, I'm not talking about some books, I'm talking about any kind of book. Any kind of book. Now, the first site is going to flash up on the screen. It's going to flash up on the screen and it's going to stay there. Now, with this site, the beautiful thing about this site is that you can get to read some of the best books on investment, management, and leadership. So books by Suze Orman, books by Dave Ramsey, books by Robert Kiyosaki, books by Ben Graham. You think about that, the very, very best books, Zig Ziglar, name them. John Maxwell. You can read them for free. And it's unlimited. You can read them for free, and it's so important. If you have an opportunity to read a book for free, especially books of that capacity, books that were best-selling books, New York Times bestsellers, why wouldn't you? So that's the very first site. You can read those books for free. Now, the next site is just as good as that, but with this site, you get to read more books on niches like traveling, like cryptocurrency, niches, whatever niche you want to, like maybe like photography. So that's what this site is meant for. Now, the very third side is this. It's like you can read books on literature. Just like books for not necessarily information or education, but books that that just generally makes you more acculturated. That makes you more. You have a lot more culture. So you're going to be reading books, like classics. You're going to be reading Jane Austen, the books by Dickens, and then those kinds of books. So read on that site, and the thing there is like there are no limitations. Now the fourth one is the Library of Congress. Now, if you click on this site that's going to flash up on the screen, it's going to tell you how to access books, access books from the Library of Congress, completely free. Now, with this site, and then with this fifth site that's coming up, this fifth site is just a bonus site. You can read books, and so you have no reason not to read books. Don't just stay on social media, going from TikTok to YouTube to Facebook to like Instagram. What happens is that you are reducing your attention span instead of growing your attention span. And if your attention span is not growing, your income is not going to be growing. It's very important because that's the reason why I'm successful. And then I showed you guys a video last year, if you recall, when Bill Gates was asked the secret behind his success. He said, reading and asking questions. Reading and asking questions. The same thing when Warren Buffett was asked with Charles Munger, his partner, the reason for his success. He said, look, that he reads voraciously, that he can read as much as 16,000 pages. I don't know how he does that, in a week. Now, you think about that. Now, these are people that are successful. I'm also successful. And then you have these people telling you that the way they got there is by reading. And like I told you, you go to the gym, your muscles get stronger, and you're able to lift things more. The same thing, reading is the mind's gym. You read, and then your mind gets stronger, your brain gets stronger, and you're able to lift yourself out of poverty. Now, my name is Ronald Mokri. If you've watched this and you have questions arising from this, put them in the comment section. My staff are very, very good at curating comments. They bring them to me. I will respond to them, not someone else, me. And then you gotta be careful